So the positioning of the ears is really important. When you're crocheting, you'll see it listed the right ear and the left ear. That is according to SuperKat's perspective. So the right ear would be on her right side, right? And then the left one on this side. So when you're crocheting, you may notice that you get a little larger jutting out part on each ear, and that's on the opposite sides. So we do want to make sure that those are going towards the side of the head down here. And the seams from the invisible joins, we want to make sure that that comes right down the front. When you bend the ears after working them, you want to make sure that that seam comes down the front, maybe slightly towards the inner side of the ear. But your tail, after you tie it off here, wants to be in this position. All right, so this is the right ear, and then this is the left ear, and the same is true on this side of the seam and the tail that you've left long to sew it onto the head with. The other tail that you're seeing is from the magic ring, and I do leave that longer to bring into the head to help tie down the ears a little more securely. All right, so that's your positioning, right and left. Let's sew on SuperKat's ears. I'm using the long tail that I left over from crocheting the ear to sew the ear onto the head base. You can see it here. I've tied it off, left the long tail right in the middle of that ear. We're going to sew the ear on between rounds 2 and 3 at the top, and between rounds 7 and 8 at the bottom. And a good place to start is between rounds 4 and 5. And insert my needle into the head base. Position the ear. I've also left a longer tail from the magic ring of crocheting the ear that I'll bring into the head base to help tie off the ear at the end and make it nice and secure. I'm going to come out 1 stitch down from where I inserted the needle, and I'm going to start attaching the stitches of the ear from the inside out, just like that. The inside of the ear to the outside. Oh, got a little bit of the remnant black yarn from the eyes there poking through. That's okay. Just want to get that out of the way. Trying to come to the party here. All right. And now I'm going to go back into that same stitch that I just came out of in the head base. And that's how we're going to attach, stitch by stitch, the ear to the head base. And we're just going to work our way down the head base here and do that same technique, going into the ear from the inside out. And then back into the same head base stitch. Making the join nice and snug. We're going to go down 1 more stitch on the head base. Grab the ear stitch from the inside out. And go back into that same head base stitch. We are now at the appropriate place at the bottom We're going to go over a stitch now between rounds 7 and 8 on the head base. Grab the next stitch of the ear. Back into that same head base stitch. And go over one more stitch on the head base here. All right, and that's as far over as we're going to go. Grab our ear stitch. Back into the head base stitch. Let's work our way up. I'm going to go up a stitch on the head base, grab an ear stitch, back into the same head base stitch, go up another stitch on the head base, grab an ear stitch, back into the head base, getting there. Gonna go up another stitch. Is the right one. I'm gonna make sure we're in the right one here. Yes, that looks good. Go back into that same stitch. I'm actually going to just grab the head first there and then grab the ear stitch because it's getting a little bit tighter, which totally works as well. Okay, it's looking good. Just going to bring that magic ringtail out of the way there. Let's go up one more time between rounds 2 and 3 on the head there. Let's see if I can grab this ear stitch from here. I can. It's looking good. And then back into that same stitch. Have a couple more down here. Just gonna work our way down the head base here. I'm gonna bring it out first. Move this out of the way. And one last one here. That one. That one's a little tighter. tighter. That's all right. Okay. And then we're just going to tie it off. Excellent. So I've just threaded this extra magic ring tail into the needle, and I'm just going to hook it down into the head base there, and then I'll just make a knot on the inside, and that ear will be done. Go ahead and repeat that on the other side with the other ear, and then we'll stuff the head with cotton balls.